Hello guys, in this video we're learning about artificial intelligence and machine learning up to supervised learning. So what is the artificial intelligence means? It makes the machines act like humans thinking, learning and making decisions. We all know that we saw the movie Robot by Rajnikant sir. In that movie, they pass some instructions to the robot, so it will do so many things like that, thinking, learning. So we all know that about the movie. How it is possible? So first, by pattern recognition. For example, we take squares, 2 square, 4 square, 5 square. This is a squares. This is a pattern. So like that, we have the math exam, like competitive exams. We have logical based questions, mental ability questions, that is in the form of patterns. So we call this as the patterns. This is the pattern recognition. Second one is speak recognition. Present, we all know that the Gemini and chat gpt, the it gives the best output when we give some instructions by the voice. It gives the best human voice. So we all know that about this. And image analyze, when we give the image to the Gemini, it will give the best output which we give the prompt to the Gemini. So when we give the Gemini to change the background of that image, it will analyze and remove the background of the image. So this is the AI definition. So what is ML in this AI? ML is the subpart of AI. Mm, here here ML is subpart of AI. And deep learning, deep learning here, deep learning and Gen AI is also supports. So we learning up to supervised learning in this video. So first we see the machine learning definition. Machine learning is the process to teaching computers to learn patterns from the data and making decisions based on those patterns. When we saw the definition here, it learns patterns from the data. First we understand example so you can easily understand the definition. First we saw, we can see the example here. When we apply credit card, when we apply credit card, we have two possibilities: accept or reject. So we need to find out the prediction. So we give the data to the machine for training. So how we give? For credit card, we have some regulations, rules. We need to check the creditation, salary, credit score. These details, this is the data. And we give output also, like it is eligible or not. All data will be given to the machine to train the machine. So after that, in the second option, in the second step, we give the input. So it will check and give the prediction inference. Let's move on to the below. In this image, when we computer science, when we check the computer science, we in Python or JavaScript or any other languages, we give the input, some input, and it will create the logic. For example, we take while loop or for loop. In this, we need to check the prime numbers. First, it takes logic of the input, prime numbers. It creates, it runs by the logic and gives the output. But in ML, it takes input on and output. We already told in the above, we give the input and output. After that, we give the new input. It will check by the model or logic from the above data, and give the prediction. So this is the definition of ML. Next, how many types in in machine learning. So supervised learning is the subpart. Supervised learning is the models learn from labeled data. For example, we take the training data as the text and sender email, some sender email, and we have the link to exclamations. Actually, some unofficial mails or have the more extra exclamation marks. So this is some clue for the spam mails. So this is like label as the spam. Next one is banking details. Some customers got the 3 months statement from the bank like SBI or any other banks. So they don't get any link and exclamations. This will be proved like not spam. Only this is only example only. So in this it take as the input and this is output. So from this observation we observe that this is output and this is the function, like it, it works as functions, and on this base we get the output like above definition. So the supervised learning is divided into classification problems. In classification problems we have two types. One is binary classification, two is multi classification. In the binary classification we already saw the above example like loan and email. This is called as binary classification, which have the two possibilities. Mm, when we see the multi classification, it has the three possibilities. This is a bad day, this is an emotion dialogue like, mm, some members have bad day, some members have neutral, some members have positive. So we have three positive possibilities, so we call it as the multi classification. We use some classification algorithms for this. First one is linear classification, logistic regression, k nearest neighbor, support vector mission, random forest, XGBoost. When we moving on regression problems, in the regression problems like that, we all know that the Swiggy and Zomato, when we order it gives the delivery estimation time. This is occurred by the AI regression problems. We do this by the regression problems, and when we saw the stock price it gives the old stock price. This is by the regression problems, or any product price also like that. So for example, we take the weight and height, we can predict by the slope. Here we I write this is predict by the slope. So I think, are you understand the supervised learning in machine learning? So if you have any doubts, you comment. Thank you.